So we are here with Erin Beck, who's corporate communications manager for Nautilus. It's a small company, perhaps you've heard of them, located here in Vancouver. And most of you know what Nautilus is, but Nautilus Cares is a program that they operate, and we wanted to talk about that. So Erin, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And so what is Nautilus Cares? What do you guys do?
Well, first of all, I don't know how I can follow turkey bowling, so I was trying to figure out how I could amp up my entertainment factor. So Nautilus Cares is essentially our way of connecting with our local community. Nautilus has been in the Vancouver community since basically it began as its own company, and it's our way of giving back to the community. We've been involved in this program for a number of years, and I'd say in the last 2 to 3 years, we've really tried to kind of increase our involvement in the community. And so we focus on 4 core areas, one being childhood play, access to healthful food, preventable diseases, and kind of more recently we've been focusing on STEM education in the community. So partnering with a number of different nonprofit organizations in the education sector, parks, schools, things that maybe organizations that people haven't even heard of, primarily in Clark County, a little bit in Portland. We say that we like to support organizations in the communities where we live, work, and play.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So you have all of these different programs that you work with through Nautilus Cares, and the Good Sport Equipment Connection is one of the most recent.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Tell me about that.
Sure. Well, Good Sport Equipment Connection is actually a coordinated effort among about 9 different nonprofit and corporate partners in the community. So the Parks Foundation, the Evergreen Schools Foundation, IQ Credit Union, Police Activities League, DeWills, Clark College, a number of different organizations. And the way it came up is, we realized that we had a deficit in our community. We all know about the obesity epidemic. We all know that that's growing. And what some people may not know is that enrollment in organized sports is actually declining.
Really?
And I think that we can in part attribute that to the rising costs of participation, just kind of the ebb and flow of our economy. And meanwhile, while this is happening, only about 6 states in the United States require physical education in their curriculum, and only about half of the number of high schools in the United States even offer PE or physical education. So, we really see this as a problem. And Washington is not one of those states, unfortunately, that requires physical education as part of the curriculum. So we already are working with a number of different organizations to support, to get kids kind of off the couch and into the game, as we say, through grants to help them cover registration costs. For a lot of families, it's a nice to have. And a lot of us who are involved in it, we have children who are involved in sports, and we talk about it a lot, and what a blessing that is to be able to provide that for them. All the different things that come along with that, from improved academic performance to sleeping better at night to learning the life lessons that come along with that. And so in doing so, we realized that there was this additional gap, which was the equipment. So once you pay for the registration, how do you get cleats and balls and pads and all the things that you need to be successful in a sport? And that's where our partners came in, as we decided to get together, and we came up with the Good Sport Equipment Connection. So we are just starting our collection efforts, and we're all over the community right now.
Cool. So tell me about specifically how it works. So like there was a collection available tonight.
Yeah.
So folks can find gently used.
Yep, gently used, yep. Or new, we welcome that as well. So again, it's in the infancy stages. We are currently focusing our efforts on collecting so that we can create an inventory. The folks at DeWills have been kind enough to offer us storage space to work out of. And so we're working on building up our inventory. And then once we have that, we're going to kind of shift gears and focus on our distribution efforts. And we're really looking for kind of the key access points. And we've determined in Clark County that's really through the parks, through the schools, and through organizations like the Police Activities League. Those are some of the largest organizations that are really serving a greater number of at-risk youth.
And so then they'll be distributed. So will the kids then be able to keep, it's more of a donation, not a library.
Nope.
Okay.
We discussed the idea of kind of an exchange structure and decided that we really wanted to leave it up to families to sort of pay it forward. So sure, we would encourage them to donate it back when the time is right, but we really want to empower them to use it as long as they want, pass it down to a younger sibling, and then pay it forward when they can.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. And like I was saying, there was collection here tonight. IQ, thankfully, at their sponsor table, helped us collect some equipment. If you have any equipment or you want to contribute, how can folks find out more information?
So the number one place to go is parksfoundation.us. This is a program that's kind of being managed through all of us as a partner, so we had to have a place for it to live. On that website, you can find a list of the sports and the items that we're really collecting for right now. We call it kind of the big five, so football, basketball, baseball, softball, volleyball, and soccer. And also on social media, so Good Sport Equipment Connection on Facebook primarily,
Excellent.
and we have donation sites currently right now for the season of giving all around Vancouver, so check that out. And then other ways people can support it is to initiate a gently used sporting goods equipment drive at their school or place of business.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this is a great program. Erin, thank you so much for being here and talking with us about it.
Thank you.
Let's give her a hand.